Hey guys, the Orient Traveler Z here. Welcome to part 4 of my VTL video series. This time, I'll be covering the VTL return flight back to Singapore. Although some things have changed since my last flight in November, I will try to keep things up to date. Note that with new variants popping up, further changes to the VTL program can be expected. Once again, if you have a question, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to answer it the best I can. With more flights to Singapore joining the VTL program, it can get rather confusing. Fret not, simply look out for the blue VTL tag beside the flight. 3 days prior to your flight to Singapore, fill up the online Singapore Immigration and Health Declaration form. Yes, everyone has to submit this declaration. Apply and pay for your on-arrival PCR tests, which now costs $125 per person, down from the previous price of $160. Next, take your pre-departure tests. It used to be that you needed to do PDT 48 hours before your flight's departure time. These days, the policy has been relaxed and you will need a test up to 2 days before your flight, which, depending on what time your flight departs, can mean anywhere between 48 to 72 hours before your flight. This is obviously more flexible and much appreciated. Additionally, you now have the option of taking an antigen rapid test or ART instead of the more expensive and slower PCR test. The tests must contain your full name, passport number, etc. to be considered valid. If you test positive, you will need to wait for at least 14 days before you are allowed to fly to Singapore. You will also need to test negative during your pre-departure tests. Hence, it is recommended that you buy insurance that covers the 14 days. At the airport check-in counter, be ready to present your pre-departure test results. If you have duty-free items in your check-in bags, do not deposit the bags at the check-in desk. Instead, head to the airport security office to have them verify your tax refund items and stamp your receipts. Your receipt must be stamped for you to claim your tax refund. Once your receipt is stamped, the airport security office will accept your check-in bags so you don't have to return to the check-in counter. Lastly, head to the tax refund office to process your tax refund. If you're planning to buy duty-free alcohol, buy them at your departure airport. When you arrive at Changi Airport, you'll be directed to Immigration and Baggage Collection. The duty-free outlets next to the baggage collection area are closed. You won't have an opportunity to buy duty-free items on arrival. Exit the baggage collection area and head to the on-arrival PCR test area. Prepare the documents from the PCR test you have prepaid for. Once you're done with the test, head to your declared isolation venue in your private vehicle or taxi and await your test results. The isolation venue needs to have an attached toilet. Hence, if your bedroom does not have an attached toilet, you may want to consider booking a hotel for one night until your test results are out, which typically seems to take around 6 hours if the test was administered earlier in the day, or by the next morning if your test was administered at night. It is advisable to inform the hotel that you are a VTL traveler so they can make arrangements accordingly. The hotel might try to upsell VTL packages which include meals. You typically don't have to book these packages or directly with the hotel. Booking through online travel agents like Expedia and Agoda should be fine. However, note that if you test positive, the hotel will likely bill you for the disinfection fee, which can cost as much as $350. Do check with your hotel what are the protocols and charges should you test positive. Once you have tested negative, you can head out. Just remember to perform and submit your self-administered tests on day 2, 4, 5, and 6. And visit the dedicated testing facilities for your supervised tests on day 3 and 7. Once your testing regime is complete, you're in the clear. Welcome home. If you liked our content and would like to see more, please do drop us a like and subscribe to our channel. It would really help us out. Thanks for watching. Till next time.